Good morning, human scum of the jury. We are here today because fat racist Alvin, the prostituter, wanted to bring a trial against a great president. And we're sitting here with his group of law school flunkies sitting there making notes like they're doing something important. And then we have the judge, who's Colombian, by the way. And for most of this trial, I've been watching Narcos on my tablet when I'm not taking strong power naps. And if you've seen Narcos on Netflix, you know how nasty the Colombians can be. Now, they're tough. Some of them are tough. We respect that. But he's not. No, he's not a tough guy. He's actually a disgrace. But he's also Colombian. Let's not forget that. We're here because of a witch hunt. It's a total witch hunt against a president who did nothing wrong. We've talked to a lot of legal scholars, and they say I've done nothing wrong. In fact, I've done everything right. It's called right. And instead, we're sitting here with a political trial and a witch hunt. And as you can see, my children are here today to prove that I'm a nice person. Ivanka is here, and as I asked her, she's not wearing a bra for some of our great male jurors. And unfortunately, the temperature is not as cold as I would like it, so the HVAC system is obviously anti-Trump and doesn't want Ivanka to show that the turkeys are done. But also, not just my beautiful, sexy, hot, let's just say it, let's say hot. We don't do PC. My hot daughter is here, but also my sons, Daniel and Aaron, who are here. And they could be somewhere else, and part of me sort of hoped they would be somewhere else, but they're here to support me and to show that obviously I'm a great person and a great father to all three of my kids. And some might even say there's love for Ivanka. Now, this trial, as you've seen, you've heard from a lot of liars, okay? Michael Cohen. I hired him basically to be my chief scumbag operating officer. And that's what he did. It's called bullying. It's called menacing. It's called payoffs. It's called, he's actually the criminal. I'm not the criminal. I didn't do any of the stuff. He did it all. And they want you to trust him. I hired him to be a bully and a liar. How can you trust him? He worked for, excuse me, I see you not looking at me. He worked for me. How are you going to trust him? Nah. And that's the whole case. That's like 2 Corinthians. That's the whole ball game. And that's what the racist prosecutor wants you to believe, that Michael Cohen makes the case. When we filled out the ledger, we wrote legal fees. It says right there, legal fees. If it's in the ledger and it says legal fees, then it's got to be legal fees, right? It's common sense. Who would do a crime and then write something different and not leave evidence of it? I don't know. I'm not a criminal, so I don't know. I put legal fees because it's legal fees. There was a time where I had Michael Cohen uh, push a car off a cliff with a Russian hooker in it. And, because she was saying she was pregnant, and as a pro-life president, I had to choose to not be pro-life because it's pro-choice life. And when he came looking for payment for that, I said, legal fees. It's called legal fees. Notice we're not here for me murdering dead hookers because we wrote legal fees. But all of a sudden, writing legal fees is all of a sudden not law because we're in a kangaroo court, which, as you know, there's a lot of kangaroos in Colombia. They won't tell you that on Narcos, but it's true. So in conclusion, human scum and one sort of attractive woman on the jury, I am your president. I am your retribution. I just took a shit in my pants, but ignore that. And it's called total innocence. And if you don't find me innocent, we've already done research on you, okay? And we know where your kids go to school. We know where you work. We have strong IRS people when I get back into office to do audits, and CIA people to do a lot worse. So good luck with your discriminations as you find me not guilty. Bye-bye.